श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की
जय।
श्री गुरवे नमः।
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 आचार्यं मां विजानीयान् नावमन्येत कहिचित् नमर्त्य बुद्ध्या सूयेत सर्वदेव मयो गुरुः। हे परम प्रियतम,
हे परम प्रियतम,
पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण,
पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण,
तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण,
तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण
अनादिकाल से हमने
अनादिकाल से हमने
अनंतानंत दुख पाए
अनंतानंत दुख पाए
एवं पा रहे हैं।
एवं पा रहे हैं।
पाप करते करते
पाप करते करते
अंतःकरण
अंतःकरण
इतना मलिन हो चुका है
इतना मलिन हो चुका है
कि रसिकों द्वारा
कि रसिकों द्वारा
यह जानने पर भी
यह जानने पर भी
कि तुम अपनी भुजाओं को पसारे,
कि तुम अपनी भुजाओं को पसारे
अपनी वात्सल्यमयी दृष्टि से
अपनी वात्सल्यमय दृष्टि से
हमारी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हो।
हमारी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हो।
तुम्हारी शरण में नहीं आ पाता।
तुम्हारी शरण में नहीं आ पाता।
हे अशरण शरण,
हे अशरण शरण,
तुम्हारी कृपा के बिना
तुम्हारी कृपा के बिना
तुम्हें कोई जान भी तो नहीं सकता।
तुम्हें कोई जान भी तो नहीं सकता।
ऐसी स्थिति में
ऐसी स्थिति में
हे अकारण करुण,
हे अकारण करुण,
पतित पावन श्री कृष्ण,
पतित पावन श्री कृष्ण,
तुम अपनी अहेतुकी कृपा से ही
तुम अपनी अहेतुकी कृपा से ही
हमको अपना लो।
हमको अपना लो।
हे करुणा सागर,
हे करुणा सागर,
हम भुक्ति मुक्ति आदि
हम मुक्ति मुक्ति आदि
कुछ नहीं मांगते।
कुछ नहीं मांगते।
हमें तो केवल
हमें तो केवल
तुम्हारे निष्काम प्रेम की ही
तुम्हारे निष्काम प्रेम की ही
एकमात्र चाह है।
एकमात्र चाह है।
हे नाथ,
हे नाथ,
अपने विरध की ओर देखकर
अपने विरह की ओर देखकर
इस अधम को निराश ना करो।
इस अधम को निराश न करो।
हे जीवन धन,
हे जीवन धन,
अब बहुत हो चुका।
अब बहुत हो चुका।
अब तो तुम्हारे प्रेम के बिना
अब तो तुम्हारे प्रेम के बिना
यह जीवन
यह जीवन
मृत्यु से भी अधिक भयानक है।
मृत्यु से भी अधिक भयानक है।
अतएव
अतएव
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि,
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि।
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि,
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि।
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि।
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि।
बोलिए साकेत विहारी श्री राघवेंद्र सरकार की
जय।
जय। वृंदावन बिहारी श्री यादवेंद्र सरकार की
जय।
जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। Radhe Radhe everyone. Radhe Radhe. We will be doing we will first chant a Kirtan, Nam Sankirtan. Nam Sankirtan, as the name suggests, means that we just chant the names of God. So no book is necessary, no paper is necessary. So now is the time to take our mind to God. So now try to just relax your mind and think only about God, because all day long we tend to think about the world and worldly affairs. Now is the time to just focus on God. Please sing after me. Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe.
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 Govind Radhe,
Govind
Govind
Radhe.
Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govind, Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe.
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 Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govind, 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 Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Jai Jai Govind Radhe.
Govind Radhe.
Mere Govind राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे जय जय गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 बोलिए श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। सब लोग जय उच्च स्वर से करेंगे। बोलिए श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, लाडली लाल की जय। By Ladli Lal we mean Sri Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna have been given, God has been given very personal names. So in places such as Vrindavan, in the land of Braj, people don't refer to Radha and Krishna as Radha and Krishna. They refer to them very lovingly as Lal and Lalju and Laliju and Ladaliju and Lalju, like that. So that just shows their love, that we don't want God to be very distant from us. We know Shri Krishna is God, but we want him to be much more than that. And he in fact says, accept me as your everything. So we have a close and personal relationship with him, and to encourage that relationship, we know him by many sweet names. We will go on to sing the dohas on your sheets. तो राधा गोविंद गीत के कुछ दोहे हैं। जगत गुरु श्री कृपालु जी महाराज, हमारे गुरुदेव श्री महाराज जी के द्वारा प्रकट किया गया ग्रंथ राधा गोविंद गीत। इसमें 11,111 दोहे हैं। उनमें से कुछ दोहे आज गाएंगे और उनको समझेंगे। So we will be singing these verses from a scripture called Radha Govind Geet. We'll start with the same tune. Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe बालू से तेल मिले गोविंद राधे 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 भले ही जग से मिले सुख ना बताए भले ही जग से मिले सुख ना बताए राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे पानी से घृत मिले पानी से घृत मिले गोविंद राधे पानी से घृत मिले गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे जग से ना सुख मिले कभी भी बता दे जग से ना सुख मिले जग से ना सुख मिले कभी भी बता दे जग से ना सुख मिले कभी भी बता दे जग से ना मांगो सुख जग से ना मांगो सुख गोविंद राधे जग से ना मांगो सुख गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे जग से ना मांगो सुख गोविंद राधे जग से ना मांगो सुख गोविंद राधे जग में ना सुख तो ही जग सुख का दे जग में ना सुख तो ही जग सुख का दे जग में ना सुख तो ही जग सुख का दे जग में ना सुख तो ही जग सुख का दे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे जग में ना सुख दुख जग में ना सुख दुख गोविंद राधे मन की आसक्ति सुख दुख दिलाए सुख दुख दिलाए मन की आसक्ति सुख दुख दिलाए मन की आसक्ति सुख दुख दिलाए सुख दुख दिलाए गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे The Gyan, the knowledge that is in Radha Govind Geet, it has been taken directly from the Vedas and Vedic scriptures. जो कुछ भी राधा गोविंद गीत में है 11,111 दोहों में वो श्री महाराज जी ने वेदों शास्त्रों से ही लिया है, अपने मन से उन्होंने कुछ नहीं बताया है, लेकिन एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है सब कुछ. So we read the scriptures and we don't understand what the scriptures are saying. Holy books, when we read them, many people who read them end up having doubts about God. They end up having doubts about what is written there. It's not because the holy books are saying things that are wrong. It's just that our intelligence is very limited, and with our limited small intelligence, which is very worldly, we cannot understand what the holy books are saying because that knowledge is divine. इसलिए श्री महाराज जी ने क्या किया कि शास्त्रों वेदों की जो बातें हैं जो हम लोगों की समझ में नहीं आ सकती, क्योंकि हमारी समझ से तो हम तो अपनी समझ से संसार वाली बातें ही नहीं समझ पाते. बहुत सारी बातें हैं जो संसार की बातें जो हम नहीं समझ पाते. तो फिर उस जगत की बातें हम कैसे समझ सकते हैं? ये तो हम स्पष्ट है. जैसे कान है, नासिका है, ये दोनों माया से बने हैं, लेकिन कान से हम सूंघ नहीं सकते और नाक से हम सुन नहीं सकते. दोनों माया के क्षेत्र में हैं, लेकिन उनका अपना अपना काम है. तो हमारा जो मन है वो भी माया से बना है. तो माया से बने हुए मन को माया की ही बातें समझ में आ सकती हैं, वो भी पूरी नहीं. तो दिव्य जगत की बातें उसको समझ में नहीं आ सकती. इसलिए संतों को भगवान भेजते हैं संसार में कि जाके हमारे बच्चों को, अज्ञानी बच्चों को, नादान बच्चों को जाके समझाओ, क्योंकि किताबें पढ़ने से उनका कोई लाभ नहीं हो रहा, ग्रंथ पढ़ने से उनको और कंफ्यूजन बढ़ रही है. Saint Tulsidas ji has said, when you go into the scriptures, if you read the scriptures, then you become more confused than you already are. श्रुति पुराण बहु कहु पाई, छुटहि ना अधिक अधिक अरुझाई. The more you read the scriptures, the more confused you will become. The world of scriptures is like a dense jungle in which the further you penetrate, the more you become entangled. This is why Radha Govind Geet was presented to the world as a wonderful gift. So in this, Sri Maharaj Ji is saying these verses are all about the world, the material world that we're living in, and explains to us that these verses are explaining to us that we cannot find true happiness from the world. So you may be able to extract oil out of sand, the first verse. You may be able to extract oil out of sand, which is impossible, but it is utterly impossible to attain true happiness from the material world. You may be able to extract ghee by churning water. And I ask you, is that possible? And you'll say, of course not. But you cannot, that's impossible. But this is utterly impossible that you can attain true happiness from the world. Tulsidas Ji has said this in the Ramayana. Vari mathe varu hoye ghrit, sikta te varu tel, binu hari bhajan na bhavatariya, yah siddhant apel. He has said in a different way that you may be able to extract ghee by churning water, or you may be able to extract oil out of sand. These two are impossible things, but he has said that you cannot attain God without practicing devotion. So here it is being said, you cannot attain true happiness from the world. Now you may protest and say that's not true because I have received and I do receive happiness from my dog, or from my favorite food, from this wonderful outfit that I have, or when I meet friends. I do become happy when I play with my toys or my gadgets, when I drive my brand new car, which is the envy of a lot of my friends. I do receive happiness in the world. Right? A child will say, I receive happiness from toys, and adults will say, I attain happiness, I get happiness from my house, every time I look at my bank balance, wow, that much money, I become very happy. I become happy by looking at my closet and looking at the wonderful outfits. You know, everyone says that they're getting happiness from one thing or the other, right? It could be food, it could be clothing, it could be jewelry, gold, it could be anything like that. So we do seem to say that I am attaining happiness. But what is happiness? Happiness, जो सुख है उसकी परिभाषा क्या है? तो छांदोग्य उपनिषद ने कहा यो वै भूमा तत्सुखम. सुख उसको कहते हैं जो भूमा हो, यानी जिसकी कोई सीमा ना हो, जो असीम हो. सुख उसको कहते हैं जो कभी छिने ना, कोई छीन ना सके आपसे, कोई छीन ना सके, कोई चुरा ना सके आपसे, वो कभी गायब ना हो जाए, उसको कहते हैं सुख. तो हमने जब अपना फेवरेट फूड खाया तो हमने कहा वाह क्या पिज्जा बना है, क्या छोले भटूरे हैं, कितने स्वादिष्ट है. हमने अपनी जीभ चाटी तो बहुत अच्छा लगा, हमें बहुत सुख मिला. लेकिन थोड़ा सा खा के फिर हमें वो सुख जो है नीचे चला जाता है. फिर कुछ देर और बाद सुख और नीचे गया, जीरो पर आ गया, शून्य पे आ गया, फिर माइनस में चला गया. तो ये सुख नहीं कहलाता. The scriptures tell us that what we call happiness is not real happiness. Happiness is that, and this is a very good point to keep in mind at all times. What is happiness? Happiness is that which is unlimited. It has no limits. Now, you and I have never tasted that happiness, right? Would you please nod? Have you ever had that happiness? That's unlimited? Anyone? No? I have not, you have not. Have you ever tasted happiness which is unending? No, it ends. Unfortunately, it ends. Have you ever had happiness that kept on growing? Obviously not. Pratikshanam vardhamanam. No. But true happiness fulfills all these three conditions. It is unlimited, everlasting, and ever increasing. So, why? Let's think about it. Why am I not satisfied despite saying so many times in my life, I'm really happy right now? It's because that wasn't real happiness. The moment we attain true happiness, the moment we get real happiness, we will never be unhappy again. Right now, what we're going through is, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, and then I'm so mad, I'm so sad, I'm so miserable. Happiness, sadness, happiness, sadness. We keep going back and forth, back and forth. Happiness, sadness, happiness, sorrow. Sukh, dukh. झूल रहे हैं दोनों में. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि सुख तो कभी मिला ही नहीं अभी तक. We've never had true happiness. If we had, we'd never be unhappy again. So, since there is no happiness in the world will not give us, cannot give us that happiness, then jag se na mango sukh. Do not ask the world for happiness. Jag mein na sukh tuhi, jag sukh ka de. For the world is devoid of true happiness. When you ask someone in your life, could be your mother or father, could be a sibling, could be a spouse, could be your child, when you ask your friends, give me happiness, you expect them to make you happy. But God is saying, don't ask them for happiness. Don't ask them for happiness because they don't have happiness to give you. Asking people of the world, expecting people of the world to give you happiness, it's like going to a shoe store and asking for a chocolate ice cream. I want chocolate ice cream. And the shoe store, the clerk says, chocolate ice cream, is this a new kind of shoe that's come out? No, chocolate ice cream, the cone. Well, this is a shoe store, we don't sell ice cream. Go to Baskin Robbins, go 5 stores down. We don't sell ice cream in the shoe store. So we don't expect that the shoe store clerk will sell us ice cream. And conversely, we don't expect that when we go to an ice cream store that we'll ask for shoes. Because they're not sold over there. So why do we ask the world to make us happy? And how miserable we become. I expected happiness from him, but he let me down. I expected happiness from my child, but my child let me down. I expected happiness from my spouse, from my friends, from my fill in the blanks. So the scriptures are telling us that we should never have asked for happiness from the world. And this knowledge is really precious. It is very, very it strengthens us. ज्ञान जो होता है ना हमें बहुत शक्तिशाली बना देता है. और ज्ञान जब ये मिल जाए, हमें मिल तो गया, हमने एक्सेप्ट अगर हम कर ले तो क्या होता है कि हम दुखी नहीं होते संसार में, अपने जीवन में. क्योंकि हमने किसी से आशा ही नहीं की थी कि वो सुखी बना देगा हमें, तो फिर निराशा कैसे आएगी. और हम लोगों में से जो अधिकतर निराशा का कारण होता है वो यही होता है कि उसने ऐसा किया तो मुझे बहुत निराशा मिली, उसने मुझे सुख नहीं दिया, दुखी बना दिया, तुमने तो मुझे बहुत दुख दिए हैं. हम ऐसा सोचते हैं और कोई हमें दुखी नहीं बनाता, हम अपने आप ही सोच के दुखी होते रहते हैं. तो हमें अगर ये ज्ञान मिल गया और हमने उसको एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, स्वीकार कर लिया, तो हम बहुत आराम से जीवन जी सकते हैं. हमें कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं होगी किसी से. जग में ना सुख दुख गोविंद राधे, मन की आसक्ति सुख दुख दिला दे. There is no happiness or sorrow in the world. Attachment to the world, asakti meaning attachment. Attachment to the world brings about happiness and sorrow in the mind. There are 18 Purans and in Sanatana Vedic Dharma, and one of them is Vishnu Puran. It says, Tasmat dukkhatmakam nasti naiva kinchit sukhatmakam. Sansar mein na sukh hai na dukh. There's no happiness or sorrow in the world. The world does not make us happy, and the world does not make us unhappy either. It's all in our mind. When we think, and that topic is coming up, so I don't want to say too much about it right now, but it's all connected to our thinking. There's a nice sequence that will be disclosed to us. When we attain this knowledge, when we have an opportunity to receive knowledge, we should do it very carefully and we should keep it in the mind. When we hear something very trivial in the world, we hear it, we take it from one ear, we should let it go out the other ear. When we hear so many words that make no sense, that have no significance for us, we should listen to them. Okay, I couldn't help, I had to listen to it, but let me take it out the other ear. Don't keep it in the mind. Just like if somebody says, so and so, did you know so and so did this and this? You hear it because you had no choice. You heard it, but let it go out the other ear. Don't think about it. Somebody says, you are a fool. You don't know what you're talking about. Somebody disrespects you. Take it from one ear, take it out the other. Don't think about it. Don't waste your time. But when you have the opportunity to receive spiritual knowledge, then take it from the ear and then keep it in the mind. Don't let it go out the other ear. Don't let it go out. Keep it in the mind. Because that knowledge is very precious. That knowledge is very useful for us, and knowledge strengthens us. We hear about Superman and is there Superwoman too? Wonder Woman. Superman, Wonder Woman. We can become Superman or Wonder Woman by accepting this knowledge. This knowledge is powerful knowledge, and it makes us powerful. We become so weak. We become shattered. Mentally we become shattered. If somebody just has to say a few words to us, that's it. तुम ना बुद्धू से हो, तुम्हें कुछ आता जाता नहीं. These words devastate us. But why should they? Why don't we listen to the knowledge of scriptures? Why don't we think about it? And why don't we fill our mind with lofty ideas and wonderful thoughts? Let's take a vow never to go into the trivial matters. बस तू मैं ये तो हमें छोड़ना ही होगा. मानव देह मिला है, देव दुर्लभ देह, इसके लिए अब हमें कुछ करना होगा. भगवान ने बहुत बड़ा गिफ्ट दिया है हमें, तो उसका सदुपयोग करना होगा. तो इसलिए ये जो ज्ञान है इसके ऊपर बहुत ध्यान देना होगा. So we will continue with बार बार जामे सुख गोविंद राधे. 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 मानो मन उसमें आसक्त करा दे. 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 जामे हो आसक्ति गोविंद राधे. जामे हो आसक्ति गोविंद राधे. गोविंद राधे. गोविंद राधे. उसकी ही कामना मन पैदा करा दे. 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 कामना की पूर्ति में गोविंद राधे. कामना की पूर्ति में गोविंद राधे. गोविंद राधे. गोविंद राधे. कामना की पूर्ति में गोविंद राधे।
कामना की पूर्ति में गोविंद राधे।
छिन छिन मन महा लोभ बढ़ा दे।
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 आग की ज्वाला दे गोविंद राधे।
आग की ज्वाला में गोविंद राधे।
गोविंद राधे।
गोविंद राधे।
जितना भी घृत डालो आग बढ़ा दे।
जितना भी चित्र डालो आग बढ़ा दे।
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 राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे। गोविंद राधे। गोविंद राधे। So there is a very logical sequence that has been told to us by Bhagwan Shri Krishna in the Gita. Shri Krishna is telling Arjun, and whatever Shri Krishna has said, Shri Maharaji has said it in Hindi, so it's easier to understand. Very few people in the world understand Sanskrit, so this is very easily understood by all of us. So बार बार जामे सुख गोविंद राधे मानो, जा बार बार जामे सुख मानो, मन उसमें आसक्त करा दे. The man or the mind becomes attached to the one whom you consider to be the source of happiness. So if you think, and the mind, our mind is the one that does all the thinking. So if you think that your child is going to give you happiness, so again and again you think, and I meet a lot of childless couples who become devastated and they say, oh, we don't have children, we don't have children. If I had a child, and the thinking is, if I had a child, I would be very happy, right? That's the only reason why anybody would want a child. Agreed? So since I don't have children, they think, then I cannot have happiness. So if I have a child, I could become very happy. So the happiness is going to come from my child, whom I don't have yet. So thinking about the fact, the child, thinking about this, a child will make me happy. Having a child in my life will make me very, very happy. So that thinking makes a person feel very attached to the child who is not even born yet. The child isn't even born yet, but the attachment is there. Dhyayato vishayan punsah sangaseshu pajayate. Dhyayato vishayan sangaseshu pajayate. Sangat sanjayate kamah kamat krodho bhijayate. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Shri Krishna says, O Arjun, when a person thinks again and again, repeatedly thinks that there is happiness in the world, then what happens is, and this is a sequence, and you can test it on yourself. What happens is that the person becomes attached to that object or to that person. So once he becomes attached, by repeatedly thinking, repeated thinking is the culprit here. So by repeatedly thinking there is happiness in that person, in that object, he becomes attached. And sangat sanjayate kamaha. Attachment leads to kamana, desire. And when the desire is there, then if the desire is not fulfilled, then kamat krodho vijayate, anger comes in the mind. It's a wonderful sequence. It happens to all of us. Shri Krishna is saying it in the Gita. This is what's happening within, in your mind. पहले सोचते हो, हम लोग सोचते हैं कि वहाँ सुख मिलेगा, उससे सुख मिलेगा, उस वस्तु से सुख मिलेगा. तो हमें ऐसा सोचते सोचते क्या होता है, हमारे मन की आसक्ति हो जाती है, अटैचमेंट हो जाती है. जब अटैचमेंट हुई तो फिर उसकी तीव्र इच्छा होती है, हमें वो मिले, वो व्यक्ति मिले, हमें वो वस्तु मिले. तो उसकी बड़ी इच्छा होती है. फिर हम नॉर्मल नहीं रह पाते, हम शांति से नहीं रह पाते, क्योंकि जहाँ कामना आई वहाँ अशांति होगी. कामना से अशांति होती है. हम मान लीजिए आप चुपचाप बैठे हैं, आराम से घर पे बैठे हैं, और अचानक कोई कामना पैदा हो गई, गुलाब जामुन खाना चाहिए. कहाँ से आ गई ये कामना? बस आगे गुलाब जामुन खाना है. रसगुल्ला तो है लेकिन गुलाब जामुन चाहिए. अब क्या करेंगे? आधी रात का समय है, कहाँ से गुलाब जामुन लाएंगे? तो वो इच्छा जो बन गई, कामना जो बन गई, अब वो शांति से नहीं रहने देगी. फिर रात भर गुलाब जामुन चाहिए, कल सुबह सुबह खाएंगे. अगर नहीं मिली वो चीज फिर गुस्सा आएगा, और अगर मिल गई तो फिर लोभ बढ़ेगा. हम लालची बन जाते हैं. जब हमें अपनी कामना की पूर्ति हमारी हो जाती है तो हम लोभी बन जाते हैं, नहीं मिलती तो क्रोधी हो जाते हैं. And this is the sequence that Sri Maharaj Ji has described here, that the mind becomes attached to the one whom you consider as the source of happiness. And then the mind starts desiring that to which it is attached. And when desire is fulfilled, it leads to greed, which increases with every moment. तो जब मिल गया तो हमें और लोभ हमारा बढ़ गया. So when we get something, let's say somebody is wanting to buy a house, right? So now with a lot of saving, and after a few years they buy the house. When they buy the house, so that means the desire is fulfilled, right? Is there satisfaction? What would you say? When you bought a house? I would say there is. There is satisfaction. Bought a house. I wanted a house. There is satisfaction, but not for very long, and that's where you're right. When you said no, it's not a long-term satisfaction, because now I need a wall-to-wall carpet, I need furniture, I need this, I need that, I need new appliances. There's a lot of desires that come because one desire is fulfilled. One desire is fulfilled, 10 more desires are going to knock at the door of your mind. Fulfill us. If those 10 desires are fulfilled, then 20 more are going to come. That's how it is with desires. When the desire is fulfilled, when you get what you want, has everybody over here, with the exception of 1 or 2 children here, but everyone here has been a child, right? Everyone went through childhood. So in our childhood, when you see a commercial or you see something, I think we were very lucky we didn't have TV when we were growing up in India. At least I didn't. We had a radio. So when you see something on TV, then it inflames a desire. What I mean is that you want what you see over there. Has that happened to anyone? That you saw something, you saw an ad, then you wanted it? You said your name is Darsh? Darsh, has that happened to you?
Sometimes, yes.
Can you name one thing that you saw and then you said, I want it, my life is incomplete without it?
Gaming console.
What's that?
Gaming console.
Gaming console. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Gaming console, right. Did you get it?
Yes.
Did it give you happiness? Did it make you happy?
For a little bit.
There you go. Thank you, Darsh, for a little bit. Then you wanted something else?
Yes. Because then I had to get a video game for that game console.
That's what I mean, right? Yeah, what's a gaming console without the video games, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for answering that question. That's exactly how it is. It may not be a gaming console for you or me, but it's something else, right? It could be anything. Any adult want to answer that? You saw something or you wanted something and then... I think it's everybody's experience. Just like Darsh. Everybody has the same experience. And so when we get something, we become greedy, we want more, and then satisfaction is there, but for a little time. But then if we don't get it, we become angry and frustrated. ये सब चल रहा है मन के अंदर, ये सब चल रहा है. हमें समझना चाहिए, अच्छी तरह से समझ लेना चाहिए, ताकि जब अगली बार कोई कामना आए तो हम सोचेंगे हाँ श्री कृष्ण ने कहा हुआ है गीता में कि हमने अपनी वो एड देख के या वो बिल बोर्ड देख के और या ऐसे ही सोच के कहीं किसी को पहनने हुए देखा, किसी को यूज़ करते हुए देखा, तो हमने कहा हमें भी चाहिए, आसक्ति हो गई, अटैचमेंट हो गई उस चीज़ में, फिर उसकी कामना आ गई, ज़बरदस्त कामना आ गई, फिर आगे क्या हुआ तो हम समझ सकते हैं कि ये है, और फिर कामना को दबा सकते हैं ना इस तरह से. कामना तो आती रहेगी, मन है तो मन तो सोचेगा ही, मन और मांगता है, मन तो चाहता है कुछ और मिले, कुछ और मिले. तो अब कामना जब आई तो अगर हमने ये बात समझ ली है तो फिर क्या होगा कि हम अपनी कामना को दबा सकते हैं, कह रहे नहीं छोड़ दो थोड़ी देर, इस कामना को छोड़ दो, फिर अपने आप वो चली जाएगी. और अगर हम अज्ञानवश उस हर एक कामना को पूरी करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो फिर बहुत खतरे में पड़ जाते हैं, क्योंकि कामना तो आती रहेंगी, कामनाएं आती रहेंगी. There is no end to desires. There is no end to desires. In the scriptures it is said, Girir Mahan, Girirabdhir, Mahanabdhir Nabho Mahat, Nabhasopi Parabrahm Tatopyasha Duratteya. Great is a mountain is big, Giri, meaning mountain is big, bigger than the mountain is the ocean, and bigger than the ocean is the sky, bigger than the sky is God, but desire is even greater than God. Wow. Desire is even greater than God? Yes. Because God can be attained, but desires can never be fulfilled. You can keep on fulfilling your desires and then they'll keep on coming. There'll always be something you don't have, you'll keep on wanting, keep on wanting. So if we are wise, we will try to limit our desires. We will try to ignore our desires. We will say, no, I don't want you. I'm going to ignore you. Go away from my mind. And if we are ignorant and foolish, then we'll keep on fulfilling the desires. So there was a gentleman who said to me once, he said, my son's birthday is coming up. I don't know what to get him. I said, well, I'm sure there's some appropriate gift you can give. And he said, no, I've given him everything. And I said, well, I feel very sorry for your son. You've given him everything? There's no charm in anything now. And you've spoiled him by giving him everything. He said, no, whatever he says, I give him. I said, that's a bad thing. He said, I have nothing to give. I said, give him your time. Give him your attention. That's much more precious than anything worldly that you can give him. So, if a parent decides to give everything to the child, I never had this, I want to give my child everything, then that parent is inadvertently becoming the enemy of their own. Those parents are becoming enemies of their own children. So, or if we ever, the person you're attached to, you want to give them everything, it's a wrong thing to do. Very, very dangerous thing to do. Because their desires will keep on increasing and then they will never be satisfied. Our scriptures also tell us the happiest person is the one, not the one who has the most, but who desires the least. And the most miserable person, the saddest person, is the one who desires a lot. He may be very, very rich. She may be very wealthy, but she's very poor. Why? Because she has so many desires. And he may be very, very poor, but he's the richest because he only desires a little bit. भगवान से कहता है 2 रोटी चाहिए 2 कपड़े चाहिए बस और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Wow, how wonderful that is. To have very few desires. I just want 3 square meals a day and I want just clothing on my back. How many people in the world will say, I have enough. जिसको देखो वो कहता है अभी तो कुछ और कमाना है. अभी तो और करना अभी मेरे पास है ही क्या. There was a man in Italy and he committed suicide because he had only $6 million left. Only $6 million left. He wrote in his note, he said, I only have 6 million and so life is not worth living. You see, that's what happens. The more you have, the more you want. So wise ones try to limit their desires. So now let's go to the second page, on the flip side. Now we shall change the tune. This Radha Govind Geet verses, they can be sung in many beautiful tunes, melodies, which, by the way, in case you're not aware, the Sri Maharaji has suggested. So they're not from anyone, but Sri Maharaji himself has given us all the melodies as well as the words. Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 ऐसे ही जितना भी गोविंद राधे जग मिले उतना ही लोभ बढ़ा दे जितना भी गोविंद राधे जग मिले उतना ही लोभ बढ़ा दे जग मिले उतना ही लोभ बढ़ा दे सब चाहे निज सुख सब चाहे निज सुख गोविंद राधे या से खटपट रात दिन हो बता दे सब चाहे निज सुख गोविंद राधे या से खटपट रात दिन हो बता दे सब चाहे निज सुख सब चाहे निज सुख गोविंद राधे यादे खटपट रात दिन हो बता दे सब चाहे निज सुख गोविंद राधे यादे खटपट रात दिन हो बता दे काहू को न दोष कछु काहू को न दोष कछु गोविंद राधे सुख का स्वभाव सब ही का बता दे काहू को न दोष कछु गोविंद राधे सुख का स्वभाव सब ही का बता दे काहू को न दोष कछु गोविंद राधे सुख का स्वभाव सब ही का बता दे राधे राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद 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 गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 So we have also, already talked about this. The more you have in the world, the greedier you will become. The more you have, the more you desire. Jo prati labh lobh adhikai, Tulsidas ji has said in Hindi, very plain, simple language. Jo prati labh, jitna labh milta hai, utna lobh बढ़ता hai. So we have to watch out for desires. And by the way, our holy books have laid a lot of emphasis. They talk a lot about desire. That if someone gives up desires, he becomes like God himself. Yada sarve pramuchyante kama es hridya shritah atham martyo mrito bhavatyatra brahma samashnute. कठोपनिषद में कहा गया कि जिसने कामना छोड़ दी वो तो ब्रह्म ही बन जाएगा, यानी संसारी कामनाएं सब छोड़ दी। ऐसा नहीं कि हमने तो भगवान की भी कामना छोड़ दी, संसारी कामनाएं छोड़ दो, ब्रह्म की तरह बन जाओ, ब्रह्म बन जाओ। यो न कामयते किंचित ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते। Mahabharata scripture says that the one who does not have any desires becomes God himself. But as long as we have a mind, we will create. Our mind will generate desires. Our mind is like a factory which is always in production. It's always thinking. Thoughts are coming in. Thousands of thoughts come in throughout the day. So desires will come in. But we have to limit them. We have to reject them. Shri Maharaj Ji has said very beautifully, "Khoob tarsaya hai teri hi khwahishon ne tujhko." खूब तरसाया है तेरी ही ख्वाहिशों ने तुझको, अब तू भी इन ख्वाहिशों को कुछ तरसती छोड़ दे. Right? Our desires, ख्वाहिशें, our desires have tormented us to no end. Now we should ignore them. We should reject them. A desire comes in the mind. What we should do is not to entertain it and say, okay, I'll try to fulfill you. No. Let it starve. Starve it. Don't give in to it. I want this. No, I will not give you this. But I want it. No, you can't have it. Starve your desires. Torment your desires. Meaning, don't accept them. Torment them as they have tormented you. As they have kept you away from God. Now you torment them. Get even with them. Now, since everyone, sab chahe nij sukh, everyone's looking for their own happiness. And so therefore all are involved in pulling and tugging day and night. याते खटपट रात दिन हो बता दे, खटपट होती रहती है. क्यों? तुमने मुझे सुख नहीं दिया, तुमने मुझे सुख नहीं दिया, हम तुमसे सुख चाहते हैं, नहीं हम तुमसे सुख चाहते हैं. Not that two people, husband and wife will talk like that, मैं दुखी हूँ क्योंकि तुमने मुझे सुख नहीं दिया. इस तरह से बातें नहीं करते, लेकिन भीतर ही भीतर ये कारण होता है कि तुमने मुझे सुखी नहीं बनाया. मैंने जो आशा की थी उस आशा पे पानी फेर दिया तुमने. तो इसलिए खटपट होती रहती है दिन रात. और सब चाहते हैं अपना सुख. Everyone wants their own happiness. And काऊ को ना दोष कछु. This is not, no one is to be blamed for this. Because सुख का स्वभाव सब ही का बता है. सब ही का है बता दे. Everyone's nature, everyone has the same nature, and that is to desire happiness. Why does everybody want happiness? Everyone wants happiness. Why? Because everyone, we are all, our essence is the soul. We are Atma. We are not the body. The body is something that we have, but the soul, Atma, is what we are. So it is the nature of the soul to desire happiness. Why? Because every soul is a part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, meaning every soul is a part and parcel of God. Mamaivansho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. Shri Krishna has said in the Gita, O Arjun, every individual soul is my part and parcel. My sanatan, my eternal part and parcel. We belong to God. We meaning not the body, this we, but I, the essence, the Atma belongs to God. Because the Atma is a part of God, it belongs to God, then you can say that God is the entirety, and the souls, we are his parts and parcels. So every part wants to be with its entirety. Example, a river, any river in the world, maybe it's the Mississippi River or the Nile River, Ganga River, Yamuna River. Every river flows towards the ocean. Why? Because it belongs to the ocean, so it always flows towards the ocean. You will never find a river in the world that doesn't flow towards the ocean. It's a law of nature, because every part wants to be with its entirety. if you burn fire, if you have a fire going, then you'll notice the flames. Where do they go, Darsh? Now that I know your name, where, up? Are you sure they don't go sideways or down?
They sometimes go like this and that.
But they still want to go up, right? They don't go down.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why? Because they're part of the sun. They want to be with the sun. That's why. When we hold something in our hands and we let go of it, where does it go? Down. We say that's the law of gravity. But what it is everything in the world, it gravitates towards the earth because it's a part of this earth. That is why. In the same way, the soul is a part of God. So it wants to go to God. It wants to find its fulfillment, just like Gangaji, the river Ganga. It flows towards Ganga Sagar and empties into Ganga Sagar. Then it finds its fulfillment. Then it's quiet, it's fulfilled. In the same way, the soul wants to find its fulfillment by going to God. Now, God has many names, countless names, and one of those names is Anand, happiness. God is happiness. We've heard that, right? God is happiness. And this is what the Vedas tell us. Anando brahmeti vejanat, raso vaisaha, rasagvam hevayam labdhva nandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad says God is happiness, and it's only by knowing God that the soul can become happy. So, the soul is always looking for happiness. This is why no one in the world should be blamed. You know, you're very selfish, you want your happiness. But it's by nature to look for happiness. We're all selfish in that way. We're self-serving. We look out for our self-interest. We're not to be blamed for this because that's our nature. We can't change our nature. We can change our habit. Somebody's smoking and, the family members are after him, you're going to stop smoking. But no, it's my nature. It's not your nature, it's a habit. You can let go of the habit. You can leave that habit. But if somebody says, you're going to stop looking for happiness, I can't do that. You have this habit of looking for happiness. No, that's not my habit. That's my nature. You can't change nature. You can change habits, you can't change nature. So everyone's nature is the same because everyone belongs to God. Everyone wants to be with God. Every soul wants to be with God. And God is another name for happiness. So every soul is looking for the same thing, which is happiness. Therefore, nobody is to be blamed. The only thing we are doing wrong is we're looking for true happiness, unlimited, everlasting, and ever-increasing happiness in the material world, which doesn't have that to give us. So that's the mistake we're making. There's no mistake in wanting happiness. It's where we're looking for it. That's the mistake. Now we have 5 more verses to go. Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind, Govind Radhe. बार बार मार खाके गोविंद राधे, रोटी दिखा दे कुत्ता मुझको हिला दे. बार बार मार खाके गोविंद राधे, रोटी दिखा दे कुत्ता मुझको हिला दे. ऐसे जग वालों ने गोविंद राधे बार बार तो ही सताया तो भुला दे. ऐसे जग वालों ने गोविंद राधे बार बार तो ही सताया तो भुला दे. ऐसे जग वालों ने गोविंद राधे बार बार तो ही सताया तो भुला दे. गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद 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 गोविंद राधे जग से बड़ा है हरि जग से बड़ा है हरि गोविंद राधे हरि से बड़ी है कृष्णा अंत ना बता दे बड़ा है हरि गोविंद राधे हरि से बड़ा है कृष्णा अंत ना बता दे हरि से बड़ी है कृष्णा अंत ना बता दे हरि से बड़ी है कृष्णा अंत ना बता दे जग से बड़ा है हरि जग से बड़ा है हरि गोविंद राधे हरि से बड़ी है कृष्णा अंत ना बता दे जग से बड़ा है हरि गोविंद राधे हरि से बड़ी है कृष्णा अंत ना बता दे संसारी दुख भी है गोविंद राधे हरि की अव्यक्त कृपा ही बता दी संसारी दुख भी है गोविंद राधे हरि की अव्यक्त कृपा ही बता दी संसारी दुख भी है गोविंद राधे हरि की अव्यक्त कृपा ही बता दे संसारी दुख भी है गोविंद राधे हरि की अव्यक्त कृपा ही बता दे कुंती ने वर मांगा कुंती ने वर मांगा गोविंद राधे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे कुंती ने वर मांगा कुंती ने वर मांगा गोविंद राधे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे कुंती ने वर मांगा गोविंद राधे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे मोहि दुख ही दुख दे सुख ना दे राधे राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद 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 Dog wags his tail when someone offers a roti or piece of bread. When some food is offered, then the dog wags his tail with happiness. But if the giver, if the one who's promising to give that food cruelly beats the dog, then the dog starts yelping and it goes away, objecting to, you were going to give me food, but you gave me a beating instead with a stick. But then the person giving that food once again dangles a piece of roti or bread, and then once again the dog comes. Once again the dog gets a beating. Once again the dog goes away crying. But again and again the dog keeps on coming in hope that it will get some food to eat. In the very same way, people of the world have tormented you, but you have forgotten. Again and again you suffered abuse. And then people of the world said, come and we'll give you happiness. Again and again we went towards the world. Again we suffered abuse. We didn't get the happiness we were seeking, but we didn't give up on the world. We kept on going. No, I will get happiness from the world. Now that dog is a creature that is not able to think too much. The dog is not able to think, oh, I'm not getting food. I'm only getting the beating and I shouldn't go to this person. But we are human. We have a very developed intellect. We are able to think, the world has not given me happiness. Why don't I stop expecting happiness from here? No, we keep on going back to the world. No, I will get my happiness and I'm just about to get that happiness. Just wait till I'm married. Wait till we have a child. Wait till I get my promotion. Wait till my kids are grown. Wait till my kids get married. There's always wait till this time, then I'll become happy. Wait till this happens, then I'll get happy. This one has not given me happiness. I'll look for happiness in another. This friend let me down. Let me get another. This one will help me. No, this one also didn't give me happiness. Let me seek another. And we keep on going back to the same world that has disappointed us. And again, as I was saying earlier, greater than the infinite world is God. Now, the world is infinite. There's no end to this world. Sankhya chet rajasa masti na vishwanam kadachana Brahma, Vishnu, Shivadi nam tatha sankhya na vidyate. This verse from Devi Bhagavad Puran says that it may become possible for you to count the grains of particles of dust in this world, which is impossible. Now if somebody gives you a task, count the particles of dust in the world, you can't. But here Devi Bhagavad Puran says that may become possible. But it is utterly impossible to count the Brahmand, the universes that make up this formidable creation that we are living in. It's impossible. You cannot count the universes, they are uncountable. That infinite world, and God is much greater than that. But even greater than God is desire. Right? That's what it says over here, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Hari se badi hai Trishna, because ant na batade, there's no end to it. And then in the final two verses, Jagadguru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj says, even worldly sorrows are a concealed grace of God. We're looking for happiness in the world and we get misery. We become unhappy. There are challenges in life. And if we don't know any better, we fall to pieces. And we put the blame on God. We pump our fist at God and we say, why did you do this to me? But the knowledge of scriptures, knowledge that God has given to His children, to all of us, tells us that sansari dukh bhi hai, Hari ki avyakt kripa hi bata de. Even when we get worldly, we get sorrows in this life, they are a concealed grace of God, because we are more likely to go towards God when there are problems in life. A woman told me that she didn't have much to do with God until she suffered from a disease. Then all of a sudden God became very important to her. Another person said, God took everything away from me, my wife, my children. In other words, the wife left him, children went with the wife, and friends became enemies, and lost all his money, lost his job. And he said, I was just speechless. I didn't know what to think, that God has taken everything away from me. And then he said one day, I fell to my knees. I understood that God had taken everything away from me because He wanted me to look at Him directly. Everything else was coming in the way. I was forgetting God. I had forgotten God. So God said, let me take everything away from you so that you can look towards me. What a wonderful sentiment to have. God took everything away from me so that I could see Him clearly, because everybody else was clouding that view. So when God takes things away that we love, when we think that God is giving us this, our own destiny gives us whatever we are getting in life. Whatever sorrows are there, it's due to our present actions and actions of the past, our destiny. But when that happens, we should accept that as a grace of God. God is gracing us. Therefore, Kunti asked for the boon. She asked for a vardhan. She said, I want sorrows and sufferings in life. She said to Shri Krishna. Real story. The mother of the Pandavas. She said, I want unhappiness. I want sorrow and suffering in life because Sukh ke mathe sil paro, naam hriday te jaye, balihari va dukh ki, jo pal pal naam rataye. Cursed be that happiness that makes me forget you. Blessed are the sorrows that inspire me to remember you. This is again very important knowledge, that we should not put the blame on God. We should not think that bad things are happening when problems come our way. They are the concealed grace of God. एक बार एक औरत गई, सत्संगी थी, तो वो महाराज जी के पास गई और बोली, महाराज जी मेरे 3 बच्चे हैं, 2 तो ठीक हैं, एक की बड़ी मुश्किल है. तो कुछ आंसू गिरने लगे. तो श्री महाराज जी ने कहा, ये आंसू गिरने मत देना, ये भगवान की कृपा है. जो भी तुम्हें मिला है भगवान की कृपा है. तुम्हें उस बच्चे की सेवा करनी है. तुम्हें दुखी नहीं होना है, क्योंकि तुम्हारा दुखी होना इसका मतलब ये कि तुमने भगवान के कानून पर लाल स्याही चला दी. तुमने भगवान की करनी में ऑब्जेक्शन कर दी, एतराज किया कि भगवान मुझे ये क्यों दे रहे हो. भगवान जो कुछ भी देता है वो सब उसकी कृपा है, उसका प्रसाद समझ के ग्रहण करो सहर्ष. ज्ञानी भुगते ज्ञानते, मूर्ख भुगते रोए. जो ज्ञानवान है वो हंस के झेल लेता है सब कुछ, और जो मूर्ख है, अज्ञानी है, वो रोता रहता है. भगवान ने ऐसा क्यों किया, मेरे साथ ही क्यों करना था ऐसे, मेरे साथ ऐसे क्यों हुआ, मेरे ऊपर ये क्यों ये पहाड़ गिरा दुखों का. तो हमें ज्ञानवान बनने की कोशिश हमेशा करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ज्ञान हमें शक्तिशाली बनाता है. So in these few verses we acquire a lot of knowledge. And I will say to you this, that Radha Govind Geet is such a scripture that if you read it, I don't mean just recite it, but read it and try to understand it. You don't have to read any scripture. All the scriptural knowledge is in this scripture, Radha Govind Geet. There's so much knowledge contained in the 11,111 dohas or couplets that you don't have to read any scripture. All the scriptural knowledge is condensed in this one scripture. I remember I was in San Diego once, and there was a lady. I was in her house, and she had another guru. But she said to me, she said, Didi ji, this Radha Govind Geet is so special that I feel I don't have to read the Ramayana. The Ramayana has come into this Radha Govind Geet. And I said, you could understand that? She said, yes, I realize that. She had been reading the Ramayana all life long. She said, but I never really understood it. There's a story of the Ramayana, then there's a knowledge. You can understand the story. We all know the story. It's a beautiful story of Bhagwan Sri Ram and his divine family. But the knowledge of the Ramayana, she was referring to that. The knowledge of the Ramayana, I didn't understand. Look, the Ramayana says at one point that knowledge, one who has knowledge is very dear to God. He's the dearest to God. Jnani Prabhui Vishesh Pyara. Right? At another point, the Tulsidas ji says, Jnani hi bhakti nahi kachu bheda. There is no difference. God says there is no difference between the Jnani, one who has knowledge, and one who has devotion. Then another point, the Ramayana says, Ramcharitmanas, it says, Bhagati heen mohi priya so nahi. If he does not practice devotion, he is not at all dear to me. He could have as much knowledge as he wants, but if he could be on the path of knowledge, but he's not dear to me unless he practices. He needs to practice devotion. Bhakti karni hogi usko. At another point, the same Ramayana says, Ramchandra ke bhajan binu je chah pad nirvan jnanavant apiso nar pashu binu poonch vikhan. He may be on the path of Gyan, he may have a lot of scriptural knowledge, yet if he does not have devotion, then he is as hideous. To God, he is as hideous as an animal without horns and tail. Can you imagine an animal without horns and tail? In the same way, so that animal looks hideous. In the same way, God regards the one who just keeps on reading the scriptures but does not have any devotion. So what is any one of us going to understand from that, right? If you're reading the Ramayana, what are you going to understand? Jnani Prabhu Vishesh Pyara, or on the other end of the spectrum, on complete contrast, Tulsidas ji says, if he's a Jnani and he doesn't practice devotion, then he's not at all loved by God. So we cannot understand the knowledge of the Ramayana. We understand the story, yes, but not the knowledge. So when you read Radha Govind Geet, that knowledge is explained. The knowledge of the Gita is explained. The knowledge of the Purans is explained. The knowledge of the Vedas is explained. Now these are just maybe 20 verses or so, if that many, on these two pages. But there are 11,111 verses, and they're so beautiful that words cannot justify. In words, you cannot talk about how beautiful these verses are, how much knowledge they give. And that too, you can sing them in so many different tunes, melodies, and so interesting. So I would implore you all to get to know Radha Govind Geet. You can get a copy for yourself by just going to radhamadhavsociety.org. You can order a copy for yourself. It's in Hindi right now. The English part will come in parts. But it's 11,111 verses. It's a lot of translating to do. But you can, जो हिंदी समझते हैं उनको तो पढ़नी ही चाहिए. और ऐसे नहीं जैसे हम लोग पढ़ते हैं ना, बहुत से लोग पढ़ते हैं सुंदरकांड का पाठ करेंगे और जल्दी गा के. किसी ने मुझसे कहा ये हमारी कम्युनिटी में बहुत अच्छी रामायण बोलती हैं. तो हमने कहा अच्छा बहुत स्वीटली बोलती है. वो तो है पर बहुत जल्दी गाती हैं, यानी बहुत जल्दी निपट जाते हैं हम लोग. तो ग्रंथ पढ़ने का यही फायदा हुआ, जल्दी करो. वो बहुत तेजी से, बहुत तेज स्पीड में करती है, बहुत अच्छा करती है वो. सब लोग उनके पीछे रहते हैं कि आप आइए रामायण, ये सुंदरकांड का पाठ कीजिए, पूरे रामायण का इतना पाठ कीजिए. तो इस तरह से नहीं, पर समझ के. So this is the beauty of Radha Govind Geet. There's so much knowledge and there's a lot of nectar in it too. But that I will leave for some other time. बोलिए वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, लाडली लाल की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय. बोलिए राधा गोविंद गीत की जय.
श्री राधे अब नार तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया अब नार तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया अब नार तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ भाव भरा केले का छिलका विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया ओ विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया सोरस नहीं पारो रसिया हो मानत हो भावहीन हो हो मानत हो भावहीन हो सुन खरी खरी रसिया सुन खरी खरी रसिया भक्त कृपालु पूत नहीं याते अब आ जाओ रसिया रसिया रसिया
Thank you.
प्यारी थी, ये बनवारी मतवारी। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी थी, ये बनवारी मतवारी।